Welcome back to the Hit the Pass Film Room, where we try to get into the head of the player, particularly in crucial moments in these sports games, and in doing so, hopefully help others improve and learn how to handle similar situations. Brian Weedeye, PastaPadre here, and I'm once again joined by TJ Lauerman, that sports gamer, to talk over some footage of MLB 15 The Show. Soon we'll be transitioning to other sports games, but for this episode, it's a deciding ninth inning in an online Diamond Dynasty game, as played by TJ. We hope you enjoy, and feel free to send us feedback on the videos, either on YouTube at youtube.com/c/hitthepass, or on Twitter at hitthepass. All right, TJ Lauerman here with me. We're going to the film room for the second time. It's MLB 15 The Show again. And TJ, set us up with the situation here.
We're in the bottom or top of the ninth of a Diamond Dynasty game. I'm down 2-3. I've got Teddy Ballgame up right now facing Aroldis Chapman. I'm looking low and in. If you watch my little reticle thing, you'll see me aiming low and in. That's kind of where I look just in general all the time. As you see, it didn't actually pay off for me right there.
What would Aroldis Chapman is deadly in this game. How would you face, how would you go up against him here? What are you thinking?
With Williams, I was looking low and in. Usually with lefties against him, most of the time people are either going to throw up and in fastballs or low and away sliders. That low and away slider with a lefty, you can usually poke out to left field if you're lucky. Here's my dynasty player striking out on a low and in slider because Aroldis Chapman's just too good for him right there.
Are you worried more about his fastball or him coming with something off speed?
More about the slider to start with, just because that fastball's fast, but you can time it. But the slider, if they put it in the right spot, it'll move pretty good.
Now, I'm going to pause it for a second here. You got Chapman up, a lefty, obviously, hard-throwing lefty, and Rizzo, who I know you love Rizzo.
Love him.
But did you consider pinch hitting here?
Oh my God, did I consider pinch hitting here? I have, what's his name? I have Goldschmidt on the bench, especially for the situation. I didn't put him in there. I felt something down in my loins, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna give Rizzo the chance here. And I am terrible with Rizzo against lefties, so I've usually have Goldschmidt or Mike Schmidt on my bench specifically to play against lefties. But
so just roll with the guy who got you there, right?
Yep. So here I'm looking low and in. He goes with the low and away slider. Low and in with Rizzo. As you saw in a clip against Gus Ramsey, he hits balls real far when you do that. Right here, he goes low and in with the fastball, and I'm able to poke it into left field for a double. We still have 2 outs, so I'm still pretty terrified right here that I'm going to lose this game. So.
Yeah, now I believe here you're going to look to pinch run, right? Does Rizzo not have the speed?
Yeah, Rizzo's not that fast. Altuve, I think, has 92 speed, so I'm going to put him in to run for him.
Mm-hmm.
And now here's a real hard one.
Yeah.
I think I'm best with what's this guy? Frazier in this game. I'm hitting like 310 with 20-something home runs in my Dynasty career with him. I think over like 100 games. So he's by far my best player that I hit with.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I thought, let's go for it. I brought in Michael Brantley.
Yeah.
Just to go to have the lefty against the righty. I thought it was crazy, but I figured, you know what, let's give it a chance. Because Rosenthal's actually really tough to hit. He's got fastball, slider. I think he's got a curve and a change, and he's
keeps you on your heels.
Yeah, he's just one of the best pitchers in the game.
So now,
it's a 1-1 count, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think what's going to happen here. See, I'm still looking low and in. He's going to throw me a hanging changeup. I poke that to left. I send Altuve because with 2 outs, I figure we gotta do something here.
The key here too is you advance to second on the throw home.
Yeah, when I saw him coming home, I knew to take second base.
That's smart.
That was really going to work.
Yeah, you got to be thinking about it.
And also, when I was doing those changes, I had the confidence to go in and warm up my Aroldis Chapman, come in for the close if we scored.
Wow, you just missed that inside cutter there.
So putting in Altuve was perfect, so he was able to score. Again, lefty, I'm looking low and in. So either if he throws a fastball in there, I can turn on it, or if he throws something off speed, I can try to turn around and pull it.
Holding off on that one, too, was Gutty.
Yeah, patience is key in this game.
Oh, and another one.
That one, I was looking low. I figured if I go up to try to get that with 3-1 count, worst I'm going to do is pop it up.
Oh,
And I figured he was going to go back up there after he saw me take that one. So I decided to deposit that into the right field bleachers.
that was the pitch he gave you on 3-2, huh?
Yep.
Up, just the fastball up, huh? And you were ready for that one.
Yeah, some people, with the way I play, where I'm looking in a specific zone,
Mm-hmm.
some people will catch on to that. And so when they see me take a strike up there,
Yeah.
as the second strike, they'll be like, oh, he's not going to be looking up there, and I'll throw the same pitch there again. And sometimes this kind of thing happens where
Tell you, baseball, it's all about mind games, right? When I'm pitching, I'm trying to figure that out too. Is somebody looking for a ball in a certain spot? When I'm at the plate, I'm thinking, okay, last time I was looking outside. This time, maybe I'll change it up. So yeah, it's all about the mind games, and sometimes you just guess right, or sometimes you're ready
yeah,
for what's coming.
and even with a closer, sometimes I'll throw, like, if I have a closer with like 3 pitches, but only 2 are really good, I'll throw the second pitch twice, and then that batter is thinking, no way is he going to throw it a third time.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you throw it a third time, and then they swing out of their shoes and they don't know what's going on.
yeah. No, that's interesting. That's an approach. It's hard. You never know if you're right, but then when you are right, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
So back at it, back to the action.
So
You
yeah,
now have a 5-3 lead.
yeah, we turned the 2-3 deficit to a 5-3 lead. Yogi Berra, who just started playing for my team, he's going to come up here. Uh, Battle. That's all you got to do. Especially with these lefties, you just got to battle. But yeah, for some reason, I think we talked about this in a round table. I love hitting with lefties.
Hmm.
Don't know why. Just the last few years of video games, me and lefty batters has worked out real well. I looked at my dynasty team now. I think my 3 through 7 hitters are all lefties. Well, one's a switch hitter, but
So you even against left-handed pitchers, will you roll out that lefty-heavy lineup?
I'll roll out some of them. But I'll normally bench Rizzo and maybe a guy or two. Right now I'm platooning Altuve and Rod Carew at second, so I'll switch that up depending on the pitcher, and Rizzo and either Schmidt or Goldschmidt.
So this isn't the most exciting part of the video, but I believe what you're trying to do here is fix your defensive
Yeah.
your defensive positioning.
Yeah, so I put Jose Altuve in for Rizzo, and Brantley came in to hit for Frazier, so now I have to fix my corner infielders. So what I do here is I have D. Gordon starting at second base, so he's going to move over to short. Altuve is going to move from first to second. Rod Carew is going to come in to play first, and someone comes in to play third. Or no, sorry, Ernie Banks comes in to play first. No, nobody comes in to play third because I moved my dynasty player over there.
Yeah, and your dynasty player, you can put him wherever you want, right?
Yeah.
He's probably pretty good at every position.
Yeah, and I've been playing him at shortstop for most of the time recently.
Another question for you. I know you have Aroldis Chapman in there. We were talking about. He's a tough guy to face. Is he your closer no matter the situation, or do you go by a committee?
Pretty much Chapman's my closer now. I used to have Dennis Eckersley, and then I realized that he is absolutely trash against humans.
Oh, wow.
Because he's got 2 fastballs and a slider, and 2 fastballs aren't that great. And if they're not chasing the fastball,
yeah,
they're not. If you're going to throw the fastball, they're going to hit it, and if you're going to throw a slider, you're going to have to throw it for a ball. And the fastball isn't fast enough to make them worry about you throwing the slider for a strike. So.
It's funny how that works out. Some
Yeah,
guys overplaying their ratings and stuff. You got knuckleballers you've never heard of, impossible to face, and then a legend.
Yeah. So he just pinch hit Jose. No, he just pinch hit Yadier Molina for Hanley Ramirez. I think Hanley Ramirez is actually slower than Yadier Molina, which is really the only reason that play worked. Because he had a real slow grounder to the shortstop there.
Yeah.
We got lucky. We threw him a low and away changeup, trying to get him to pull because I threw 2 fastballs inside. So just messing with his timing there.
Yeah. What do you like to use as kind of your out pitch? It looks like you're setting guys up with the fastball. Do you go to the changeup or do you go to the slider?
Normally with a lefty here, I'll go to the slider away. I think I'm gonna throw one on the next pitch actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Chapman and lefties, I'm gonna work up and in. Throw the slider, and either they're going to swing at it and foul it away like that. Hopefully they'll miss if I have thrown their timing off enough with the fastballs. But yeah, if the slider doesn't work, I'll come back in with fastball. 'Cause, I mean, he throws 100, so
Yeah.
that's going to happen a lot right there.
I think on this last at bat, I think you can tell that your opponent is kind of broken. He's going to chase some things. I mean, you probably sense it too. I
Mhm.
mean, if you give up a lead the way he did, you're kind of, you're not really handling things well. It's tough.
Yeah.
And look at this, you make a nice play with don't let the ball get by you and close it out there. So that was a nice comeback and a nice close there. You didn't give him any hope in the ninth, and that's what I'm talking about. He was broken. He lost the lead, and then you didn't give him any hope.
Yep. That's what you got to do.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me, TJ, for another film room. We're going to have more film rooms coming up, different games, different sports, all of that. So thanks from Hit the Pass, TJ Lowerman, that sports gamer, Brian Weedeye, Pasta Padre. Till next time, take care.